Welcome back to Woodro's World, everybody. I am your host today. As always, I am Woodro. Today we are hanging out in Scrap Mechanic Creative. We are going to check out a creative build that I've been working on. I've had a little bit of a Carnival in the works here. As you can see in the background as we're spinning around, there are a couple of more rides behind me. This is the bare bones structure of the merry-go-round that I'm working on. No, I'm not going to leave it with toilets and bathtubs. Well, okay, well, there's probably still going to be one of each, but you know, for the most part, this is just like the bare bones. This is the structure. This is the how it spins, blah, blah, blah. You can see the thrusters down there making her move. She's a heavy girl. Got the wheels going on. You know, this is just the basic. This is nothing. This is like I said. This is basic. What we want to look at today are that one and that one way over there. Now this one, if you've been to a carnival of most sorts, you've seen this. This is that pendulum pirate ship that swings back and forth. I happen to have wired it up so that it's fully automatic. We press a couple of buttons and everything does it on its own. Has a 1 minute load time and a 1 minute ride time. It's, you know, it's one of those basic rides that you would think would be super easy to do. And by looking at it, I mean, most standards, it really pretty much is super easy to do. You know, let's go up here, take a look at the boat. Got quite a few seats. If you had this many people in your creative world to try to fill this, it would probably crush the world or just not work. Thank you, Scrap Mechanic, for being awesome like that. Here's a control panel. Behind here, there's another timer that is the kind of like reset switch, more or less. It's like the preload, but everything that you see here pretty much tells you what's going on. So we'll hop in this seat right here. We'll hit switch. Oh, real quick. Let's make it nighttime, because with the lights, if I could learn how to spell, with the lights that I have set up, kind of helps. So we have switch number 1. These are your lights that say, "Hey, look at me. I'm a ride over here. Come check me out. Come hop on. See if you like this ride." And we have switch number 2. That is the upper lights up top. I have them set as switches instead of buttons because I like the way it shifts the light as it points downward. No, it doesn't get as many of the lights. I don't know. Whatever. You don't have to like it. I like it. It's okay. Number 3 starts the timer for this thing, and number 4 is the access switch for getting underneath to get. Yeah, that's right. The steps fold down. The steps are the access. There's another little way that you can reach in and over there, and you can make the steps go a little bit farther, but we're not worried about that right now. What we want to do is we want to hit switch number 3. So now you see this timer right here. This is a 30-second timer, and when that timer reaches to the top, it will turn on. And this timer controls this side's thrusters and that side's thrusters. Each one of these logic gates are set to those. You'll see as it goes. There's the colorful spaghetti for you. There's no like actual computer bits here. This is mostly just timers and logic gates. I didn't actually make a bit. Now that ride over there, on the other hand, that's a different story. But as you see, and now the timers are going. So this is your thruster timer. It's set on 3-second intervals to make it have kind of a bit of a downforce stop so it doesn't get way too high. And I think for some reason the timer may be off just a touch right now because it's not going at its full peak like it normally does. I don't know. Anyway, so that's that, and it'll run for that full minute. So now you see this timer runs up, and when this timer runs up, it'll stop. The stairs will come up, and a 1 minute onload offload process will take place. And that is when we can hop on ourselves and check this thing out. So we're a patron. You know, we've been waiting in line. Do the stairs come up? That signals that the ride's over with. The thrusters turn off. I probably should put a little bit more of a timer in on this thing, so that way the stairs don't come up until closer to the ship stopping, but, you know, whatever. And, of course, due to scrap mechanic physics, it doesn't hit absolute zero at the bottom for way too long. But, where do you guys like to sit? All the way in the back? That's where I like to sit, too. Plus, it gives you the best view. I mean, you can see the whole park once you hit the peak, you know what I mean? So now we just wait for that timer down there on the left to hit all the way to the top. And once it hits all the way to the top, the ride should start and we should be enjoying ourselves. Do we want to go first person? Do we want to go third person? How do we want to do this? We'll start first person, we'll go third person. Strict follow, that's the way to be. Okay, I don't know what that weird visual glitch was there. What is that? Oh, it's the seat behind me. Thank you, scrap mechanic. Okay, now we want to exit and go with straight follow. So yeah, that's the pendulum pirate ship. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. At some point we are going to be releasing these rides on the workshop, but I have the full carnival I want to get done before then. So once the carnival's done, then I'll release them all as tiles for the workshop, and with all instructions on how to weld it all together and what to do once you've welded it all. Because while there is no computer bits on this one, there are computer bits on the Scrambler, and there will be computer bits on another ride that I have planned, and potentially a roller coaster. We'll see. But as of now. So this is the pirate ship pendulum. Cool, I think. Once again, you guys know my theme. I think it's cool. I like it. I don't care if you like it. I like it. Let's go back to daytime and pop over to this other ride. Well, if you've ever been to any small county fair at all, or I mean, heck, these are in even some of your bigger rides, you know, you should pretty well recognize this. This is the Scrambler. Each one of those seat sections spins, each one of those cross sections that the seat's on spins, and the whole thing on the very top up here spins. Now, right now, in the nighttime, it doesn't look very cool. Actually, it's pretty dark. So, let's go over here and turn some lights on. But right now, we have light. I think it looks cool. I spent a lot of time making this work. There was so many times where I welded something on or grabbed the wrong logic piece to hook to another piece, and it just, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You see that? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Hold up. Oh, look at that. That's the computer bits. That's the logic bits. That's what runs this entire thing right there. This is all, yeah. Look at the colorful spaghetti. Just look at it. Are you looking at it? Would you look at that? Oh, look at it. It's a lot. It's a lot. I have to be honest, there's like 30 hours here. Way too much. I'm not proud of that thought right there. 30 hours sitting playing this game. A game. Yeah, that's right. 30 hours. Whew. It's hard to say. Anyway, so the blue switch is your lights. Obviously, you flip them off, all your lights turn off. Of course, they have to turn off in order because they're all attached to some sort of logic memory set. You have your white, red, your blues on top. You have your signal flashers at the end here. You have your looping lights that go down there. Like, it's a lot of lights, right? So over here, you have your emergency stop button. You hit that button, and at any stage here, it will stop. It will wait to completely shut down and stop until the timer finishes. But that's when you hit this gray button and all the timers reset and you're back at square one. So when I hit this green switch right here, what's going to happen is this floor right here is going to drop, and these arms are going to drop, and these are going to start to spin and then spin and spin. It's a scrambler. You guys know how this works, right? So first off, we hit that button. And you see this is the pre-stage. This should be your onload offload time. Normally these gates right here would be open, but because I was testing it to make sure that it's going to work right, I had shut it down in the middle of its processes. So your yellow ones are your game time. Everything sets, so your floor drops out of the way, your lap lock comes down into place, and your ride starts up. Each one of your green timers down there, these 6 right here, those are for the ride sections. I cut them in half. They're only oh, I forgot to paint that one piston, son of a gun. They're only 10-second intervals on each one of those, but as you can see, that's a full 60 seconds with a 10-second shutdown time and a 10-second onload offload time. So your full timing is 20 seconds or 10 seconds basically onload offload time, and then a 60-second ride. 10 seconds doesn't sound like much, but if there's 4 or 5 people right here waiting, we all know how you guys are. You don't wait for this gate to open. You just jump the side and go run out there and get on. So you see the green timer finished, the red timer kicked on, everything turned off. It's coming down to a standstill. Once the red timer finishes, the floor comes up, the lap locks come out of the way, and you are free to move about the cabin. Now your entrance gate and your exit gate now open, and you are free to leave, and the system restarts. So let's go get on one of these, and let's go for a ride. Strict follow and a first person view. There we go, perfect. Floor drops out, the gates close, and the ride turns on. Exactly what you would expect, right? Exactly how I explained it. This is exactly what I wanted it to do. And it's doing exactly what it was supposed to. Okay, but we're not gonna, yeah. Nope, free cam. And then the ride starts moving up and down. Can't really tell when you're in this view because it's spinning so quickly. Like, I thought about it, like, looking from the outside, I'm like, man, I think in real life that you spin faster because these really don't, whip around that main arm very quickly. But when you're on the ride, it seems like you're spinning super fast. So I think it's good enough. But we go for a full minute ride. Looks like the timers are just about done. Yep, there we go. The ride shuts off. We get a little bit of that whip action going on. And then it kicks us. Just as we stop, the lap lock comes up, the floor comes up, and we're able to exit the ride. Well, guys, those are my Carnival rides. I know this is a fairly short video today, but I wasn't gonna make any videos for a little while, so to put one out today, I just kind of felt like I needed to. Yeah, it's what it is. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you enjoyed these creations. Like I said, soon there will be a full Carnival. I have a world tile being made. I have these 2 full rides done. Then I have 3 more rides planned, and I'm going to definitely try to see about a roller coaster, but can't do the roller coaster until the world tile's done. Because this is going to be a whole set. So you go into my workshop page, you download the whole entire set, and in that set you'll have the world. The world tile will be numbered, so that way it'll have posts as to where you would weld each one of the Carnival sections too to minimize lag. It will give all instructions as to when you weld a ride down, what to do, how to reset it, that sort of thing, how to operate everything, shortcuts, tips and tricks of the build, you know, that sort of stuff. So that's the plan, guys. Unfortunately, with this game, if you don't have, 24 hours a day to devote to this game, it takes forever to build anything of substantial value. I'm hoping that by building a custom world tile that we're going to be able to minimize the lag and keep it down as much as possible, because I really want this to be a whole entire world. Like, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Like, to make an entire world as a carnival. I think it would be awesome. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you would, do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Leave me a little comment down there. Tell me what you think. If you're somebody who is really good at aesthetics and building things like park benches and faux trees and that sort of stuff, get a hold of me. I think I'm actually going to put my Discord down in the description of this video as well, so feel free to hop in that Discord. Woodro's World would love to have all new visitors. No, you didn't. It did. Of course, right as I'm doing my sign off, I noticed things that aren't painted, and I noticed that it just glitched out. My timing was off. Look at that. Now we're stuck in the air. Ah, why would you do this to me? Right at the end of the video. Lame. But check this out. There's a switch right there. So once it starts to go back up, we hit that switch again and it locks itself back down. Ha! Sucker. Thought you had me. Anyway, this has been a Scrap Mechanic Creative Showcase by yours truly. I have zero help with this one, but I'm not opposed to help in the future. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Have a great day. Until the next one.